Hello, I'm Shotaro Asano. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. This channel is a talk room where I share real, unfiltered conversations about career and learnings with guests I really want to talk to. And today's guest is very special. He is from Shizenkan year 2025, my senpai, Braulio. Thank you so much for joining this morning,
Thank you
Braulio.
so much. I'm excited for this talk. A great initiative, I think.
Thank you,
So
thank you, thank you.
yes, thank you.
Yes. So several months ago, Deho, which is I think your close friend, joined this podcast, and he shared me about his because he's a car guy. He shared a lot about car industry future and his story with Shizenkan, and he recommended me, who to ask for next guest, and he mentioned about you. And also, when I did this with Derek, Derek also recommended your name. So
Well,
finally,
that's
I
nice.
get to talk to you, and I've been looking forward to this. Yes. I usually start with asking you about your brief background and story before coming to Shizenkan and why you came to Shizenkan. And I know that you're a great, famous ballet dancer, and you were so like chosen. You didn't choose to be a dancer, but you were like chosen to be a dancer type of dancer. But please share your brief background and why you came to Japan and Shizenkan, and very interesting story.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I am a ballet dancer and choreographer. Uh, well, mm,
Hmm.
I don't know if I chose or was chosen to be a dancer. I'm from Mexico, and my mother has a ballet school. Not so much for making professional dancers, but it was more like a hobby or um, something that one does after school. And so I've been doing it forever. Like I think because even when I was a baby, she was teaching and I was with her in the studio. And it's not like I started doing ballet because I wanted to do ballet. It was just a game. You're in the studio, you're playing with music, and it just happened naturally that I just kept doing it as I kept getting older. And then when I was 11, once I told, because when your parents are your teachers, it's horrible and you just fight with them the whole time. So I told my mother that I didn't want to do ballet anymore. And then the next day, well, that night I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking, so if I'm not going to do ballet, what am I going to be doing? And then I decided I wanted to work hard to be a professional ballet dancer. So when I was 11 years old, I started taking classes more seriously, which is maybe 5 or 6 times a week,
Hmm.
normally probably 6 times a week training. Then I was lucky because I mean, here in Japan, they say you have to have a lot of money in order to be a ballet dancer because it's very expensive.
Yes.
But in Mexico, it's a little bit different.
Mm.
It's not as expensive as it is here.
Mm.
And plus, I mean, my mother, she was the teacher, so I didn't have to pay for classes. Nevertheless, we didn't have, like, if I wanted to go abroad, just like sending me abroad would have been very difficult. But one school from America came to Mexico.
Mm.
They did an audition. I went there as a just to try what a ballet audition was because I
Mm.
had never been in an actual audition. And what happens is you do a normal ballet class, and the teachers walk around and they look, and then they start selecting students. And then I got a scholarship to the school in America.
Mm.
And so I went to America for 2 years. After training, I tried my luck in a very big competition in Switzerland.
Mm.
You have to apply, and then if you get accepted, only very few people get accepted. It's called Prix de Lausanne.
Mm. Mm.
And once you get there, what's special about competition is that even if you don't go all the way to the finals, just by being in the competition, it's
Mm.
supposed to be special. So the directors of some of the best schools in the world are watching the whole
I see.
competition.
I see. I see.
And then from there, again, I got a scholarship to school in Germany.
Mm.
I went to Germany.
Mm.
And what happens in the ballet world, I mean, I guess a lot of people don't know how this ballet world works, is normally at 18, you have to be at the level of a
I
professional.
see.
So it's
Mm.
when normal people get to university,
Mm.
a ballet dancer has to already get into a professional ballet company.
I see.
So we don't go to university because it's like athletes,
Mm. Mm.
because
Mm.
the younger you are, the better the body works.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And if it's too late, then your body starts going down.
So your career will be very short.
very.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, anyways, it's very short,
Mm,
but it's somehow our career training starts when we are 12,
I see. I see.
from until 18,
Mm,
and then at 18 we have to be at a professional level. And then I got a contract in the company in Germany.
mm,
I was in Germany for 7 years, and then I got a contract as a soloist in Japan
mm.
and the Tokyo Ballet, and
Yes.
that's why
Yes.
I came to Japan. So that's my story as a dancer.
I see. So, well, because time is limited, so I want to move on to asking you
Yeah,
about Shizenkan. And
yeah.
so, to me, it feels very, not odd, but not very straightforward that ballet dancer applying to MBA, especially Shizenkan is a very special, like curriculum type of school. And I wonder where you found out about Shizenkan and what attracted you to apply to Shizenkan in the first
Hmm.
place.
So first, as a dancer, normally what happens with ballet dancers, one is because you have to be so completely focused on staying in shape,
Yes,
dancing, performing.
yes,
So
yes.
this is a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
It's a And normally people we don't have the time to think about anything else, and we only have to focus on the performance.
Mm-hmm.
But I also started getting interested in choreographing. So not all dancers can choreograph
I see.
because you also it's a completely different kind of
Mm-hmm.
set of skills.
Yes.
But I got interested in choreographing. I started choreographing, and when you choreograph, then you are not only a dancer in a company, then you also have to think of, so how are you going to present your choreography. So how
Mm,
then you have to start to think about production.
I see.
So then if you try to create your own ballet, then so which theater, how you're going to sell tickets,
Mm,
etc., etc.
I see. I see.
And I discovered that I was good at maybe getting people together, but the management part, I was not, I mean, I had no idea about it.
Mm.
And I first, while in Japan, I started to look for art management
Okay.
careers
I see.
because I didn't go to university. This is a
Mm.
big point. So, but there were not really any in Japan itself. There are not many programs like that. And then you have to actually, if there was something, there was nothing online.
Mm.
So I wasn't really finding any program that I thought would suit me.
Mm.
And then I got an email from a Mexican embassy
Mm.
because I think Shizenkan is close to them,
Yes. Yes.
saying that there were scholarships for Mexicans living in Japan who were
Mm.
interested on this program. And then I read about it and I thought it was very interesting because it was management, but it has a lot of the focus on liberal arts. And somehow also deep inside, I thought, well, I always thought that the way that ballet works right now and how money runs within the ballet system, it's
Yes.
very
Yes.
old fashioned.
I see.
So it has to change.
I see.
That's why I thought, okay, Shizenkan, let's try it. I had already organized some performances, so that helped me
Mm.
kind of prove my point of the leadership part.
Yes. Yes.
And then I tried to, well, I had to convince Shizenkan that not having a bachelor's degree, but having the experience that I had
Mm.
as a professional ballet dancer
Mm.
could kind of equal the
Yes.
weight. And somehow they agreed. And
I
so
see.
that's how I got into Shizenkan actually.
Oh, I see. So like you skipped bachelor degree, but you directly went to master's degree.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Hmm. So your initial sort of like interest was to learn about the management, how to lead organization, and but I think along the way you also learned about accounting and finance and
Yes.
marketing and many aspects of business side.
Hmm.
Was it fun or was it something you've already I don't know experienced as a choreographer?
I had already experienced it, but
Mm.
I had never really learned it.
Mm.
And then I understood, okay, this is not what I want to do as a job. Accounting, it's something that one has to do.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Definitely.
you have to do it. Not that I want to do it. And I thought this is the kind of job that I have to just leave to people who actually are good at. Because what happens, I'm just generalizing.
Mm.
Artists tend to live really in the clouds. And when you have like numbers in front of you,
Mm.
it doesn't really work.
I see.
I mean, you can just think of all this. It's almost a stereotype, but if you see all the movies, even
Mm,
of famous music composers or conductors or
mm, mm,
painters,
mm,
like you
mm.
have Van Gogh, and
Yes, yes,
they
yes.
all die poor. Like
Yes, yeah.
they all have like these amazing things that they've
Yes,
created, but when you look at their like actual history, it's like every time they got money, they just spent it in whatever they wanted to create.
yes.
So this is, have to say, it's not untrue. So it's a stereotype, but it's very true. So
Mm,
I think finding that, it sounds very trivial, but finding that balance between the
mm,
actual management to make something sustainable in the long run and pairing it with actually creating art,
mm, mm,
then
mm.
it has been a challenge.
Right. So I think you're from the field of art, and well, I
Yeah.
come from a field of business, which is
Hmm.
like how to scale profit and how to make money increase as fast as we can type of mindset.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, from your perspective, how did you observe your peer, like students, or the
Hmm.
discussion between faculty and students about business?
Hmm.
Was it very different from what you've been accustomed to, or?
It was different, but it was very, for me, who's coming from the art field,
Mm,
it was kind of eye-opening in the sense that I already knew that in the business side, you have to think about how, like you mentioned, scaling
mm, mm.
and profit. And it always happens in the art world that you have the artistic faculty and then you have the management.
Management. Okay.
And there's always fights between management and artistic faculty
Mm, mm,
because
mm,
the artistic part, they're not thinking about how many times you can perform something or how much money you're going to make from it.
mm, mm.
Whereas, of course, that's what the business part has to think about.
Yes. Yes.
And it made me realize that both things have to go hand by hand.
Mm,
So there has to be kind of like a give and take between both.
mm,
I guess it's something which happens between the architects and
mm.
designers,
I see. Architect and carpenter, maybe? No?
and well,
In design.
architect and carpenter, yeah, for example, when you have crazy design
Mm,
and then or like in the cars, like probably like the people who actually design the cars
mm,
and the
mm,
people who build
mm,
the
mm, mm,
cars.
mm.
So it's like there's no way a motor is going to fit into that car. Kind of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
same thing with the artist and the management. But then it also made me realize with this conversation with my classmates and the teachers
Mm,
that everyone has this will to find a new way for money to flow
mm,
so that it kind of reach different sectors
mm, mm.
in society, not
Yes.
only like we said with Shizenkan, the shareholders. And this is something that I thought would might be able to be applied to the artists. Instead of thinking the art world is the art world and has to have money, it's the art world is just one more
Mm,
shareholder from the whole circle. And if that balance can be found, it might not be able to have the same scale as it has
mm.
had up until now
Yes.
in the sense of one performance and the size, but it might be able to then get included into society in a more, I guess, sustainable way,
Mm,
to speak. So more people would be able to profit from it
mm, mm.
rather than only a small group of rich people,
Yes.
for
Yes.
example.
Yes. Yes. True. True. I see. Hmm. Another question I wanted to ask is that so you're the expert of dance, which means you're expert of physicality, using your
Yeah,
body as intended, and
yeah.
also I think so. Physical and emotion side is, I think, very big component of what you're doing, I think, and many business people, especially in Japan, they are all using mostly head
Hmm.
thoughts and not much paying attention to physical and emotional side of life. That's how I feel. And currently, I want to recover my physicality and also emotion. That's how I felt after finishing first year of Shizenkan.
Hmm.
And I started running, and
Oh, great.
I started sort of like mindfulness and paying attention to my emotion more frequently
Hmm.
than before. But if you could give me some like advice of how to be a good partner with your body and your emotion.
Well, anything you do with this is what I believe. For me, I think it's in the like completely extreme, with the body and the emotion is everything, so
Mm-hmm.
to speak. So
Mm-hmm.
but you find out whenever you start doing something with the body, like even going to the gym. Some people, like I guess, also get into yoga. Some people more into Pilates. It gives you a nice feeling of because your body starts working better,
Mm-hmm.
and also your emotions it's easier to think because when you are working out, you don't have many times you don't have to think. You have to concentrate on what you're doing.
Yes.
So I guess some people can find that also as part of almost like meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So always, we are born with this body, so you shouldn't ignore it.
Mm.
And the moment you start paying attention to it, then you also start feeling better.
Yes. Yes.
And I think it doesn't matter in which way you start interacting with your body. It would always kind of help you to connect with yourself because you
Mm-hmm.
start to notice, okay, I have pain here, I have pain there, or maybe I'm weak here. I want to get stronger in this. And already this process, even without you noticing it, helps you kind of connect yourself more with your body.
Yes.
And that automatically makes you also connected to your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, working out doesn't literally have to do with whether you are using mindfulness,
Mm.
but if you are also, for example, able to recognize in the everyday when you're feeling better about something, worse about something, and then just slowly kind of approach those moments,
Mm.
then yeah, it just helps you have a nicer everyday,
Mm.
just like everyday small happiness.
Yes.
With the dancers, it might get a bit too of like the other extreme,
Mm.
but I think finding the balance there
Yes.
is important. And I mean, for dancers, the same. Sometimes we are so absorbed actually with ourselves, with the body and emotions and what we feel
Mm.
that we forget to look at the whole picture of
Mm.
things.
Mm.
It happens very often. And then it's also important in the other for people who are so involved in physical activities then to also train the mind. Uh,
Mm. I see.
so
Interesting.
both ways.
Both ways. Mm. Wow. Let me move on to next question. So, in
Yeah.
Shizenkan, so because I just finished the first year, like last week, and
Yeah.
now we're heading to the second year, and we're I think starting preparing the individual project, what we should do for the second year, whatnot. And could you tell me about what you did in second year project? So was it related to like dance, ballet, or was it completely different?
It was related in the sense that, like I just explained, if there could be a system that could help these projects, which are at the first glance not the most profitable,
Hmm.
but could create a system that could support these projects in the long term,
Make
would
it
be ideal for,
sustainable activity.
yeah.
I see. Hmm.
And my idea was to create first, I thought there should be a change in policy,
Hmm.
like focusing, for example, I was focusing on the city of Kameoka next to Kyoto,
I see. I see.
on the changing policy so that the arts could also be, well, not only the arts, but also smaller farming projects, for example,
Hmm.
could be could have money directly from the city,
Hmm.
such as from the Furusato no Se.
Wow.
But then the plan kind of changed a little bit, and then instead of only relying on the government,
Hmm.
I thought it might be better to create a investment fund,
Hmm.
and this investment fund would be half supported by government through this Furusato no Se, and
Hmm.
half through private investment.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So the idea was that by having small donors for private investment, maybe even people from the same city who wanted to support projects that would help the city,
Hmm.
smaller projects, and supporters from all around the country through Furusato no Se could kind of create a nice system
I see. W-
which creates supporters
Why
from all
was it
over the
a
place.
Kameoka city? Was it because of the NPO you're involved? Or
Yeah, the Ipan Shadan Hojin.
yes, yes, yes.
The yes, that's why I thought of Kameoka because I know
Mm,
also Kameoka is the mayor of
mm,
Kameoka is
mm.
quite open-minded,
I see, I see.
and it's a place where it's not completely like shut out from everything.
Mm,
So,
mm, mm,
whenever something with the government has to happen, the people involved have to be forward-looking.
mm, mm.
That's why I thought of Kameoka because it was the place that I knew.
Wow.
So, and I mean, from with one of the teachers, the Hiro Sensei, she was like, "Well, go talk to the mayor."
Mm, mm.
Like she just told me, just go and talk to him. But and actually, I sent him a message and he answered.
Wow.
And actually, now they're having a lot of things together with circular design group from Shizenkan.
Oh, they are. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
So
Mm,
I mean, the year finished. I didn't actually create this fund.
mm-hmm.
It's not yet. But the good thing is that at least the city got more interested in the projects, in including art projects
Mm,
within the projects of the city.
I see. What kind of like art project are
Well,
being
yeah.
discussed in Kameoka City?
So for example, there is the Greenery Fair. How is it called in Japanese? It's called Senkoku Toshi Ryoku Fair.
Yoga Fair. I see.
Ryoku
Mm,
Fair.
mm.
This is an event that happens every year in some city in Japan,
Make the city
and
greener. Is that the
it
concept?
makes
Or?
make the city greener, or at least like put emphasis. I think every city can kind of make it as they wish.
Mm,
They
mm.
get money from the country,
I see. I see.
and this year this is happening in Kameoka.
I see.
It's a
I see.
2 month event
Mm,
from September till November,
I see.
and they
This
have
year.
this
I
year, yeah,
see. Mm,
and they have markets going on because in Kameoka there's a lot of organic farming,
mm.
events that speak about organic. I think there are also some green areas which they are making it so that it's easier for people to go. They will have concerts. I think most of the events are going to be done by townspeople of Kameoka.
Mm, mm.
But then they asked me to participate in two ways. First of all, it's in the opening ceremony. They asked me to create a choreography for ballet students of Kameoka.
I see.
So they put out a boshu,
Mm, mm,
like they started recruiting
mm,
students,
mm.
uh, and it's me and another dancer, professional dancer from Kameoka. We are going to be dancing together with the students,
I see.
and this is going to be part of the opening ceremony,
I see.
also
I
with
see.
Wadaiko
I see. I see. I see.
Wadaiko group.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is because one focus is to show the beauty of the nature in Kameoka.
Mm,
So they asked me also to present a choreography
mm.
with professional dancers in Kameoka, and it's going to be an open air. They're going to create a stage on top of a rice field.
Mm, mm, mm.
So in order to make people really go into this nature of Kameoka, and part of this rice field is going to have some yatai,
Mm.
some like a marketplace where people will be able to eat food grown from vegetables from Kameoka, learn about Kameoka, and then it's going to be this stage. And the background is just the mountains and the river and
Nice.
the rice fields.
Mm.
And the choreography is going to be about 30 minutes long with
Wow.
5 dancers from the Tokyo Ballet.
Mm,
And the theme is the seasons of Kameoka.
mm.
So winter, spring, summer, and fall. So yes, I'm creating that choreography right now.
I see.
Everything,
30
the
minutes is
costumes,
very long,
30 minutes.
isn't it?
It's long.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a 30-minute piece and it's going to be free. Anyone can watch it. But it's special because you don't really have this art outside, it's not inside of a theater.
Mm, mm, mm.
You have like
Yes.
the actual art from the nature from Kameoka is going to be the scenery.
Yes. Yes.
And the choreography
Mm,
has to also be able to blend with that
mm, mm,
so that
mm.
you actually feel the beauty of the place.
Nice. Wow. So
And I guess in the long run is
yes.
when you see something that's beautiful and it touches you, then you think, okay, maybe we should try to protect this nature.
Mm,
So
mm,
this
mm,
is
mm,
the real purpose of
mm,
it.
mm, mm. Do you think it would be the video of that piece would be online available like on YouTube or somewhere?
I don't know. I hope actually because we were discussing with the city of Kameoka, will there be video? And they were like, well, we're not thinking about video. I'm like, please record it.
Yeah, yeah. It should be shared.
Hopefully,
Yeah, it should be shared.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next year, actually, the this fair will be in Yokohama.
Okay.
It's going
I
to
see.
be actually very big.
Mm,
So maybe in Yokohama, there's also going to be something that has to do with dance and art and
mm.
yeah, something that people can go and actually yaseru, kind of,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Yaseru. Mm,
So hopefully we will be able to show something on video.
mm.
Otherwise, anyone's welcome to come on the 17th of October
17th
to
of
Kameoka.
October. Yes, yes. I see. Yeah, it might be a fun experience. Shizenkan second year students.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to see
planning a
what's
trip.
going on
Yeah.
because they are also building these structures around the city,
Mm.
everything of with I think wood or recycled
Yes, yes.
material.
Mm.
I know that Shizenkan is thinking about making a trip to Kameoka at some point because of the circular economy initiatives.
I see, I see, I
You
see.
know, the city of Kameoka is the only city in Japan which prohibits plastic bags. So
Mm.
you cannot buy plastic bags in the supermarket
I see.
even
Wow.
or in the kombini. You have to bring your own like eco bag
I see. Or maybe paperback
or
or
paper bag.
paper.
Yeah,
Huh. Oh, I didn't know that. Now I'm more interested in Kameoka City.
in Kameoka.
I look it up. Wow.
Yeah, please do.
Wow. Now I'd like to ask you about like the future plan. It doesn't have to be like 10 years or 20 years, but what you're looking forward within your next coming years in Japan or outside of Japan. I don't know, but what's your most exciting plan beside the Kameoka work right now?
Well, I have because I'm still well now I'm 36 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of the peak where I can still be actively performing in
Mm-hmm.
a dance that it's close to ballet.
Yes.
I cannot do any more of this like very physical
Mm.
like that when I was 20 years old.
Mm.
But I have because I'm a little bit older, then I have the artistic part.
Mm.
The expression can be richer than
Yes.
someone who is younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I have maybe 4 years left until I'm 40 of this still physically demanding performing
Mm.
and artistically expressive. So right now I tell you it's been a challenge to keep my body in shape.
I
It's
see.
like really going to the gym every day and plus the training for ballet. This year I still have as a performer
Mm.
some nice performances coming up. I have a very interesting collaboration with
No, yes, yes.
Nogaku
Yeah, yeah.
in
Mm.
in Atami actually
I see.
in a no theater.
Mm.
I still have some performances in big ballet performances.
Mm.
I think I well I don't know I should say it yet, but I think I will be on the 3rd of January on live TV in
Mm.
NHK
Mm.
in a performance. So I still have as a performer nice offers and
Nice,
work.
nice.
And at the same time, I'm starting to get more work as a choreographer.
Mm.
And Shizen can help me kind of how to structure my head when I choreograph, because choreographing is like when if you create a new business plan, you have to do the research about the place, about the business,
I
about the
see, I see.
people. And with
Mm.
choreography, it's very similar.
I see.
You have to research about the theme, if there's a story, different ways of
Mm.
interpreting the
Mm.
story, which dancers you will have, and then you have to think about the costumes, etc., etc.
Mm.
And then there's all these events that are happening regarding circular economy, for example, or actually Thomas is also part of the global network of Mexicans.
Yes.
We are a group of Mexicans here in Japan. We
Mm.
are
Mm.
we are trying to get the Mexican culture known here in Japan, but we are also kind of figuring out how the Japanese are actually interested in Mexican culture, and then we
Mm,
create
mm, mm.
events like what you came to in
Yes,
Shizenkan
yes.
last time. So it's there's many different activities going on, and I think it happens to anyone who comes to Shizenkan and it's not in a company,
Mm-hmm.
because I've seen from my friends, at least from my friends with I was with in Shizenkan, when you are in a company, you have to stick by their rules.
Yes.
So in order to really apply what you learn in Shizenkan, it takes much more time. If you have to get into the executive area, and then even if you're in the executive area, changing anything within the company takes many years and a lot of talking, blah,
Right,
blah.
right.
Whereas when you're freelance or when you're entrepreneur or when you have your own business, you can kind of decide on whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And the moment before you notice it, you are like in like 50 different activities at the same time,
Yeah.
which I've seen with a lot of people from Shisenkan. That's what happens. So this is how it looks. I mean, I'm in the dance and the artistic world, but I guess seen from a far away, it's very similar to what a lot of people are doing after Shisenkan,
Mm-hmm.
who are not within a big corporation.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who's in Shisenkan right now, just hold on because
Yeah.
it gets busy afterwards.
Yes, yes,
Really.
yes. Okay, I see. Wow. Wow. That's a great advice, and yeah. Hmm. I see. So you, in a way, what you learned and the network of Shizenkan like opened you to new stages and new world in a way.
Yeah,
Wow,
it did.
that's
And
great.
it didn't in a like completely direct way. It's not like, oh, you went to Shisenkan, let me give you this job.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen, but because you start all these activities that the teachers or like alumni make, for example, impact night and all that,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it is it's volunteer work. So for example, if you're interested in these kind of initiatives and you volunteer, could I help in like helping you guys in uketsuke, for example,
Yes.
like in the
Yeah.
front desk?
Mm-hmm.
Then you start to get to know all these the people who are involved in these activities,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you actually get connected with different initiatives.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not so much like in a traditional way of a company
Mm-hmm.
where, okay, I apply, I get the job. It's more really because most of the projects that we are working on are kind of grassroots, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get to know the people. So getting involved in these activities, in my case, for example, getting helping in Impact Night. Then I started to talk more also with Uo Sensei.
Well, sensei, yes. Mm.
And whenever he has these very interesting events,
Mm.
I go and see, and then you listen to all these incredible things that people are doing. And then before you notice, you are also doing these kind of activities.
Yes.
And then you also get asked like, oh, can you speak about what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it somehow it happens, you kind of get involved, and then before you notice it, you are being part of it.
Mm. Right. Yeah.
So
Makes
yeah,
sense. Makes sense. Yes. Thank
and probably you know about it because as an entrepreneur, that's how things work.
you. Yes. Yeah. In the internet like entrepreneur world, it's now called effectuation. It's like a concept. Well, I think there has been several books about this concept, and one thing turning to another opportunity, and then this opportunity brings another opportunity, and in a way, the cards in your hands get like more and more, and the
Yeah,
combination cards it gets more and more, and that kind of
yeah,
idea. So instead
yeah.
of like thinking about goal and backcasting,
Hmm.
looking at what you have right now and who you can meet would
Yeah,
eventually bring you to
to the
unimaginable
goal.
yes goal that yeah.
And that's somehow what's happening also with me right now.
Mm,
So my schedule is free with it's not free. It's I already have like performance schedule until next year summer, for
mm, mm,
example.
mm.
Afterwards, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to still be having those offers or whether I should actually not just wait for the offers and actually try to keep on creating my own projects. So that's how kind of how it looks. Just everyone has to be careful not to go to burnout.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. That's the issue. I think
That's the issue.
that's the issue.
I tell you,
Yeah,
last year in the New Year's,
yeah.
I was so burnt out. I
Okay.
told I told
Mm,
all my friends for 4 days, like the 20, 29, 30, 31,
mm,
first, second of like 本当に really the new year.
mm,
I told everyone, don't write to me. I'm going to be out of like the world.
mm.
And I literally I just stayed in my house, just like like
So
trying to
yeah,
recover from yeah
you needed a break from your life, I think.
yeah yeah literally.
Yeah, I see.
So
Okay.
that's also a real part of it. So
Yes,
anyway,
yes. Yes, please do take care. Especially right now, the summer is getting hot and hot. In Kyoto, in Tokyo, everywhere. So
yeah yeah
yeah, physically, and it's getting harsh, more harsh and harsh. And yeah, so and I think you're getting busier and busier.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So let me wrap up. Thank you for this great session, great story, and this is for the listeners. Thank you for listening, and please give me a feedback. And I'll be putting a lot of links of maybe Braulio dancing. I think your dance is on the YouTube, so
Yeah.
I'll be putting links there,
Okay.
so
Thank you.
people can learn more about you. And again, thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you very
time,
much.
and it was even more interesting than I was expecting. So thank you for talking about your story and what you found out in Shizenkan. And it was great opportunity and great opportunity for me to learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if anyone from Shisenka wants to get in contact, just write to me
Yes, yes,
or
yes.
anything.
Okay. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Arigato.
ありがとうございます。